to Big Blend Radio, Champagne Sunday Show with Nancy and Lisa, and you just heard Heartbeat, the title track to singer-songwriter Nicki Kris's new album set to release February 5th. And I'm telling you, as I was saying at the beginning of the show, this is one strong, solid album, and it flows, it rocks, it's empowering. I mean, listen to those vocals and hear those words. Awesome. Hear her roar.
That's it.
Everyone, go to Nicki's website, NickiKris.com, and that's NICKIKRIS, NickiKris.com. Also, she's going to be doing a Bandcamp pre-sale on the 5th of January. You can see that on her Facebook page. 15th of January. See, it's Champagne
I'm like,
Sunday.
wait a minute, we already had the 5th.
I don't remember.
You've had too much bubbly already.
I know. iTunes pre-sale date is the 22nd of January, and again, the release date is on the 5th. And go to her website, NickiKris.com. She's on Instagram, Facebook, all these places, Twitter. And today she's also our guest co-host, so it's super cool to have you back on, Nicki, and so excited about this album. You have some serious, strong vocals, and what actually got you started to be in the world of singing and also songwriting?
I've actually been singing since I was young. I started singing probably before I could even compile sentences. My first performance, I was 6. I did a little talent show in kindergarten. So I've always been performing, I guess you would say. Songwriting started probably more in high school. Had a lot going on in my home life, so I turned to songwriting as a way to express, what I was feeling and some of the things that I was going through. So I've been engaged or doing something musically for, most of my life.
And it shows. You listen to this album, and
sweet.
It's just so cool to just sit and listen to a whole album. I know, you put out other albums out too, but just it's so nice. We've been waiting.
I know.
We've been a little impatient with you on that.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just like, come on, Nicki, get it. But it takes so much time, and you've done remixes, and it's just really such a quality, piece of, masterpiece. It really is. And it's exciting, too, because a lot of your songs have been on Grammy ballots, right, the Grammy nominations, and it's interesting you got that. And then also when you talk about your youth to now, your songs, like I said at the beginning, this is such an anthemic album. There's a lot of anthems on. We've talked about it with you on shows before, but you don't shy away from tackling things that some people may not want to hear this kind of topic. Some people, don't want to handle that side of the politics, or You step up to the plate with full-on integrity with what you write. So I applaud you for that.
Thank you. I try, right? Heartbeat is a prime example, right? I'm not shying away from the fact it's an anti-Trump song. And in light of everything that's going on right now with the government shutdown and all of that, it's almost like a perfect song, really. If you really listen to the lyrics and what we're saying, it's that type of song. But yes, no, I've gotten to the point where I've decided that at this day and age, I'm going to say what I want to say. If you don't like it, that's fine. And I totally expect that some people aren't going to like what I have to say, and that's okay, right? That's your right. But, why should I? Right. And why should I not speak how I feel or speak what I believe? And I do that through the songs. And I'm glad that you're able to feel what I mean in a lot of them.
And then you go, I am who I am, which I think is, I think also we go through this, and not just women, but we tend to feel that way as women, but we do go through different stages in our lives where it's finally, this is my time. And I think just about every musician lady that is on our shows, they get to a certain stage where it's my time. Especially if you're a mom, that there's this, it's my turn to do this. And that song to me, that's what I felt like. And it's like, I am who I am, and I can go for it with my art.
Yes, I mean, and what's funny is like one of my songwriting prompts is actually answering or writing a response to another song.
Mm.
So several of the songs actually on this particular album are written in response to some songs by 30 Seconds to Mars, because I happen to totally love them. And this is actually a response to the song Hurricane. Jared Leto writes a lot of songs that leave the listener, they're open to interpretation, and he doesn't really talk about what his songs mean, because he wants people to interpret the lyrics for themselves and how they might view the song story or the progression of the song. So I Am Who I Am is a response to that, but I also took it a step further and incorporated some of the feelings of, what I felt growing up and even now into the lyrics and the arrangement of, being hindered when I was younger, people not supporting me in my musical career, and now all coming back around. And like you said, now saying, you know what, it's my turn. I'm this is who I am, and this is now my turn to show the world, and it is what it is, right? You take it or leave it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the attitude that I have.
Did you ever get the kind of comment about go get a real job?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Yeah, that seems to be a classic. Some parents, that's when they're raising their children, and you could take the viewpoint that, well, they're just trying to make sure that you can support yourself, so you got to get a real job as opposed to a creative job, which is a really interesting thing, because when you look at it, if a lot of times the creative jobs pay a lot more than a real job down the road if you're successful. Like ultra, like acting is a creative job. If you are a famous actor, you got lots more money than somebody working in a bank. Sorry, people, unless you're a bank robber.
Don't start me on the bank people, because a lot of them are making a lot of money that they need to give to me.
Well,
sorry, rent.
Okay, wow, touchy.
I'm talking about the big people that have their own private jets and stuff.
They don't.
Oh, I know. But you're
Damn,
exactly
I want my
correct.
own private jet. Could you imagine our parks tour? We just jet in. No, that's not good for the environment. But I just want someone to fly me around and serve me martinis.
I want to be in a hot air balloon, and you can land in the middle of the mountains and such. Not a big old jet. I don't want to go to the airport. I just would like to float around in a hot air balloon and land wherever I want.
I want to go back to I Am Who I Am, because I think that's true, because there's such a journey in songwriting too. There's always these obstacles, and I mean, it's just, and it's it's great that we have the internet, right? But at the same time, it's like it's competitive, right? But
yes,
yes, and you just keep going and sticking with it. And I think that's also part of it with I Am Who I Am. It's like, okay, I'm dealing with all this stuff. I'm just going to do it. There's no point in not doing it and being exactly who you are.
You have to do it.
You have to, right. I mean, you have to, and that's kind of where I am at the point, and that was the whole that's one of the whole things with Heartbeat is, again, I mean, even with the failed Kickstarter, I mean, I could have just walked away and said, you know what, that's it, right? We didn't get this and I'm done. But, kept going, right? Because I felt very strongly that I wanted to make this album, and I wanted to make this album the way that, I felt was the best possible way. And my producer and co-writing partner on almost all of the songs, Kevin, I mean, he felt the same way. He's like, we have to get this out, right? Because there's so much, there's just so much that we wanted to say, and, we just did it.
Well, we've got to play the song now. We've talked about it. We need to play it. I want to play this, and I also want to get into this song. I want to play them all. You know, we need a 10-hour show, people. That's a lot of champagne. But here it is. I Am Who I Am, and really, it's a powerful song. I think it should be like if you ever did. You remember we had those little 45s, and you'd have a song on one side, the A and B side.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see this and Rise together.
Oh, nice. That's a nice combo.
Yeah. Here it is, everyone. I Am Who I Am. Again, the album is Heartbeat, coming out February 5th, and you can get it early January 15th. And I'm going to get it wrong. Here it is. January 15th is the pre-sale, so you won't get it in your hands yet. But you're having a party. You're having a Facebook party on the 15th, right? Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Facebook Live event as I publish the pre-sale on Bandcamp. I'm actually doing two. So I'm doing a pre-sale on Bandcamp starting on the 15th. And you will get an instant gratification track with that pre-sale. And then it goes live as a pre-sale on iTunes and CD Baby on the 22nd, so a week later.
We like the instant gratification around here. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Let me name the way.
Here it is. I Am Who I Am.
Keep telling myself that I need to let go. Keep telling myself things that I should already know. Keep telling myself this doesn't have to be the end. Wake up. Wake up, wake up and start again. All I ever wanted was to be me, to follow my dreams and be everything I thought I could be. What gave you the right to take that away from me? Tired of fighting, trying to make you understand. I am who I am. Keep telling myself that tomorrow is another day. Keep telling myself I have the strength to walk away. Can't mistake it, I can no longer take it. No one has won. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free to be
everyone. Again, that was I Am Who I Am by Nicki Kris, and it is off of the brand new album Heartbeat. It's so cool that we get to play these today on Big Blend Radio. Go to NickiKris.com, and that's NICKIKRIS.com. I'm just proving I can spell while I drink champagne and listen to good music. Wow, that is so powerful. I mean, this is really...
Don't mess with her.
This is I know, man. We're like sitting back going,
like, uh-oh.
Dude, do not mess with Nicki. Yeah. This is epic. I mean, when you listen to it, do you listen to it in the car and go like, yeah, and be like, play it really loud when you when you have a new album? Wake everybody up in your town?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of listening because I like to, especially as we were going through and listening to the different mixes that we were doing and then the final mastered copies. I actually listened in all different places just to kind of get a feel of what it's going to sound like. But yeah, I was in my car for quite a few times, with the radio turned up, just bopping along.
Okay, speaking of that, okay, I still want to, I don't know how we're going to get through all of this because we, talk a lot, but Lost in L.A., I've been there, done that in multiple places, and some things were not good, some things were fun, but Lost in L.A., that was about driving around.
Have you ever been to L.A. when you didn't get lost?
No.
That's what I thought.
No.
Yeah.
Lost or stuck in traffic.
That's why I use Uber or Lyft.
No, because we don't do that. And then, of course, I have this thing that I'm kind of anti the GPS thing. And so, that's how we do our tour across the country. It's like, turn right. Uh-oh. But Lost in L.A., because you go up there for all the Grammy celebrations, don't you?
Yes. And that one actually was... It's loosely based off of my first visit to Los Angeles. So my first Grammy visit, and we did a couple of things that are actually, in the song, like going and going the Whiskey A Go Go, and I actually have a picture of a Beverly Hills sign, believe it or not. So there's a couple of things in the song that are from real life experiences, and that's really why I wrote the song. My girlfriend who was with me kept saying we needed a road trip song, so this is my road trip song for future road trips.
Well, that's going to happen with us, right? That this is going to get played a lot on Big Blend Radio.
Yeah,
and
because we're going to get lost a lot.
We're going to get lost a lot, and, So now if you were going to put someone in the car that you've always wanted to meet with you to get lost in L.A., who would it be?
I'm sorry, it's got to be Jared.
Jared. Well,
Jared,
I wouldn't mind having him in the car.
I mean, because I even call out 30 Seconds to Mars in this song, saying that, we're listening to the radio playing 30 Seconds to Mars, and I literally was cracking up singing that line. So thank God Kevin took a take when I wasn't laughing, because I just thought it was so funny. But yeah, I mean, he's been one of my biggest musical muses. So I would be a total groupie if I ended up in a car with him, just because he's influenced so much of the writing on this particular album.
He's got those dreamy eyes, those big dreamy eyes, Yep, I would be all like, I want to see your face, boy. Come on, All right, let's play.
That sounds like a line from Deliverance.
No, I didn't mean it that way. No. Here it is. Let's play it. Lost in L.A. It's a cool song because it is. I love getting lost. To me, that's the best thing to do. And if you have someone cool in the car with you when you get lost, and you're able to have that time where you're not, panicking for a meeting and getting all crabby about it, it's the coolest experience out.
It's funny.
I love this song. Here it is, everyone. Lost in L.A. Again, the album is Heartbeat. It comes out on February 5th, and you can get it earlier, so here it is.
Driving down the highway, got the top down on the car. memories trapped in time.
Everyone, again, that was Lost in L.A. by Nicki Kris, and it is on her brand new album, Heartbeat. Nikki, that's so much fun. Let's go get lost.
Woo, let's go.
I know.
Yes, that's my little fun, road trip song. So.
I love it. I love it. I know. We're going to go on a road trip with you when we get to North Carolina on our parks tour.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd
be fun. We'll get into some
get lost.
trouble somewhere. Yeah, well,
Well, just every time we get lost on our tour, we're going to play that song and dedicate it to the town we were supposed to find.
I know. It's going to be played a lot on our shows, too. It's going to be all like, okay, yeah, we got lost again, once again, and again. You've got so many different styles and rhythms in here. Can't Let You Go, to me, has this nice, I feel like it should be like in a Miami club scene, like that. It should be there. It needs to be in Miami. It needs to be played in the clubs. Don't you think?
Yes. And that was actually that was the last song that we finished, and it literally was the last song that was written. We were trying to fill the void of a couple different songs, and I had been playing around with some reggaeton type loops and things like that because I like to play around with loops. That's kind of how I get like song ideas as well. And I threw this together and sent it over to Kevin, and he was like, "Oh my God, okay, we're doing this one." So it was specifically created for the album, and we wanted something different. And because I actually really like the Latin vibe, Latin type of music and reggaeton type of music that's coming out now. So I wanted to do something a little bit different to show that I'm a little bit versatile, right? So not always the same old Jane type of thing. This is what that's what we came up with. And it actually, it is one of my, well, they're all favorites of mine, but this is one of the ones that I happen to lean a little bit more favorable to.
No, it's good. It's good. I was like, oh man, this is so much fun, and at the same time tells a story. All your songs have a very strong storyline, and like I was saying, I love the lyrics and the melodies. You can pick it up right away, and I think that's a really cool talent. I mean, this is really a good album. I mean, I want to play every song on it, but we can't. But I do want to talk about the song "Call My Name" because that's a deep song. That's a deep, serious song.
It is a deep, serious song. So, and this one was really, really tough to record in the studio. And it'll be interesting if I ever do it live, if I can even get through it. Linkin Park is my favorite band of all time, and Chester Bennington committed suicide, and I was devastated. I never got to see them live, and it was just one of those things where I was just like, oh my gosh. And there were so many people in the industry and all over the world that were, struggling, and with their demons, I guess you would say. And then shortly thereafter, a friend of mine, her daughter, also committed suicide. And I just felt I had to do something. I myself struggled when I was younger with, a lot of self-esteem issues, had a lot of dark times. And, I can understand to some extent where, people are coming from. when they think about doing that. And this was just a song to tell them and also my children, that if they are feeling like there's no tomorrow or it's not worth living, call someone. Whether it be, call the suicide hotline, call a friend, call a family member, just, pick up the phone, reach out, talk to somebody and talk through it. Could even be, if you're religious, it could even be God. It's one of those songs that really just is, it's honoring Chester and my friend's daughter, but also providing, hopefully some type of inspiration to those that may be feeling the same way or hurting, and encouraging them to reach out and talk to someone.
That's what I think is so wonderful about your music, is you have fun music, and then you have music that people, when we need the fun music, but you have music that people can identify, even like with Rise, Captain America, Falling to Pieces. I mean, when you really look at your songs, and this one to me is very, very important. We obviously have an issue, a problem,
yes.
A sad case, and it's not just this country, recently. It's not even recent, but it is. It just still feels recent. I lost my childhood friend from, and I think about all the music we're talking about, the 80s today and everything, and you've got a splash of that in your music,
Yeah.
And, going through all those songs, it reminds me of my friend Robbie, and he's passed on, and is, it's really devastating for his parents because they lost their other son, and thank goodness Liesel's still there, the daughter, and it's just been a really, really rough time when you lose someone like that. And you think about so many suicides, it's just sometimes hard to even believe. When Anthony Bourdain passed, I still have a problem. I still don't believe it, like that he did that. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? There's that.
You don't understand why.
Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
Well, right. I mean, and that's how I felt about Chester Bennington. And that one hit my kids hard too, because they are also Linkin Park fans. So this was the first time as well that I had to have that conversation with my children to kind of explain to them, what happened, because they didn't understand, even though they're old enough to understand what suicide is, but they didn't understand why somebody who in their minds had everything would do something like that.
It's sad. It's sad. And there's, and I think that's the other thing is, if you can understand those circumstances, you're able to help people. These kinds of songs are important. That it's touching. It connects, and it's a heartfelt song. It really is, and it's a plea. It's like, don't sit there. I know. I think you've been on shows with Glenn Burrows in England, Norfolk tours. You have been on our world parties and stuff.
Yep.
He's always on Facebook. Call me for a scone and a cup of coffee. I'm always here, telling people to do that, because that's the thing is, people are there. Just pick up the phone and call someone, and I wonder now, with how, and that Chester was so sad because he was playing with his kids. Like an hour before, there were photos of him with his kids, like playing and having this, amazing time. But when I look at this society that we're in now, I think music is just one of the most important things we have to get through things. We look at the shutdown, we look at the drama, the divided country, the, divided world, let's put it that way. And I just feel like music is one of those things that can get you through absolutely anything in life. Wouldn't you think so, Nicki?
I totally agree. I mean, and I've actually started to get back to, the philosophy of, I listen to what's on the radio today, and, sometimes I find it hard to understand why, songs are there with the lyrics that are there. But, every now and then when I come across something that, actually tells a story or speaks to me, I'm like, yes, this person gets it. But I agree. I think music can be a universal healer. Music doesn't cross any type of inequality. You know, I mean, everybody listens to music.
Mhm.
So that is actually one thing that everybody on this planet has in common.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I like to add just going outside and being
nature.
in nature, just to get yourself removed from the place that you're at with a different point of view, something different, something new to look at. You know, it's like listening to music, doing something different to shift your perspective, shift how you might be feeling. I mean, you can be really upset and go for a walk in the park, and that all goes away.
Right.
There's so much to look at and so much to wonder about, and you know that you just it solves problems or puts it in perspective that what you thought was such a huge problem is actually not.
Okay, but the other thing is pizza.
Well,
you're going to make me want to cook the other little frozen pizza that I have in my freezer later.
Sundays, you do it on you do it on those days for sure. You know, we're going to play your song because you know we're going to do some '80s segments in a second too. We're going to have fun on the '80s. Cool. But I want everyone to hear this. Call My Name. It's a you rock, Nicki. You just seriously this album. I know.
You rock too.
Longer time, you know, but everyone, again, NickiKris.com. Go get the album, be part of the pre-sale parties. Bandcamp is January 15th, and then iTunes and CD Baby is January 22nd. And again, just go to NickiKris.com and keep up with that. And the album, again, is Heartbeat. And so stay on here, co-host.
I'll be on, don't worry.
All right, here it is. Call My Name.
I'm not sure I'll ever understand the way you feel inside. All the chaos floating in your head just makes you wanna run and hide. I want you to know I'll always be here for you, fighting for the brilliant light inside. All you have to do is just call my name when the demons are along for the ride. Call my name, and I'll do everything I can to help ease the pain. Call my name, doesn't matter if you're in the eye of a hurricane. Shout it from the mountains, cross the sea. I will come to you and we'll get down on our knees, and together we will pray until we make the demons go away. Promise me that you'll believe all your dreams can come true. And it's okay if everything's not perfect, 'cause you got nothing to prove. And when you're feeling like the world is on your shoulders and you're ready to crumble under the strain, all you have to do is just call my name, and I'll give you all my strength so you can move on again. Call my name, and I'll do everything I can to help ease the pain. Call my name, doesn't matter if you're in the eye of a hurricane. Shout it from the mountains, cross the sea. we'll get down on our knees, and together we will pray.